Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
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 Wigan
Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Hello, welcome to Wigan Watch. This is a kind of a special, bad, sad episode of the news that's gone on today. This morning, I got a message from my daughter, and it was a bit cryptic really, so I clicked on it, and it was a link to Facebook, and it was on the page of Empire Cinemas, Wigan, saying that they had permanently closed with immediate effect. Anyway, got me a bit angry. Not just for the poor people who've lost their jobs, but for the fact of what Wigan Council seem oblivious of, which is the world is changing. I've been accused of being a dinosaur, of coming up with ideas that are 15 years old, 15 years out of date, and all that kind of stuff. Well, the world's moved on. COVID's done that in a massive way, not in a good way necessarily. So yeah, this was my reaction earlier on today, and some other bits and pieces to go with it. Friday, between, I think it's about 11:45, something like that, I don't know. And just had some shocking news. All this is getting knocked down. This area here is going to be the new market, which is fair enough, it's in the town centre, makes perfect sense. Where the crane is there is going to be the food hub, which makes no sense. We've got enough food halls as it is. It'll be full for a little while because it's new and novel. One of the places in there will shut down, everyone else will shut down shortly afterwards. So it'll be an empty, expensive building. Next to that is a big hotel with very limited, if any, parking whatsoever. We've already got hotels around Wigan which have got lots of free parking, and very rarely do you see the car parks full or even the actual hotels full. And then after that you've got the flats and everything going down to where the college is, the apartments, which is fair enough apart from the limited parking. On the other side, so this way, where the old walkway used to be, behind B&M's, they're building a brand new cinema and a bowling alley and everything else with no, limited or no parking in the middle of the town centre. Very few people think it's a good idea. There are some people who do think it's a good idea, but they're wrong. Sadly today, literally within the last half hour, it's been announced that Empire Cinema has closed down with immediate effect, due to not enough people going to watch movies at the cinema, because COVID, obviously, as I've been saying for months and months and months, has meant that people have got used to staying at home watching the movies and things on Disney Plus, Netflix, whatever, and they're not going out to the cinema anymore. Yet the council are still building a cinema, wasting money, wasting areas of land that could be used for other things. So once again I say, we should scrap the food court, scrap the hall, scrap the cinema, and have a nice big space there that people can use for celebrations, etc. And save money. We want this thing to be built. I'm pretty sure the market will be built. Whether or not we have the money to do the rest of it, I don't know, but we can save money by building stuff that's not necessary, not needed, then surely that makes sense. And plus, you can't have a derelict square. It just doesn't happen. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but it needed to be said. Here I am at the Empire. Elemental come out, wasn't a big success to be fair, and Indiana Jones, which I was expecting to be massive. And of course, Mission Impossible being advertised. But sadly, even though it's about 7 o'clock, we've got this sign in the window. The cinema is now closed. So there you go. Will anyone ever use this as a cinema again? I mean, I remember when it was opened, it wasn't that long ago to be fair, by it was Virgin Cinemas, wasn't it? Richard Branson came, and he famously arrived on his own on a train, got a taxi on his own, came here, opened the cinema, did a few meet and greets and all that kind of thing, and then he went back by taxi, back on the train, and back to London, I assume. That was, I say it wasn't that long ago. It was actually quite a long while ago. And since then, it's been Cineworld, and obviously most recently Empire. Is the edge of cinema dead? Meanwhile, at the other side of the car park, the Taco Bell is coming on. Same angle as we saw last video, and you can see they've actually put the cladding up and left space for the windows. So I can imagine fairly soon it's going to be watertight. And the way these things go, it could be open in a few weeks. Not even joking. Just hope the Empire doesn't affect it too much. It's a bird doing impressions. Let's have a look a bit further down, shall we? Oh, the ramp's gone, by the way, pretty much. We'll have a look closer. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Anyway, this is where they're up to here. A bit of work going on over there as well. We'll have a closer look at that. Right, I've left it a couple of days so we could see the difference. And my word, they've been busy. Look at that. That is the I think. Oh, hang on. How does that work? I think there's a possibility that I may have used one of them windows that we can see to the left as the display in the old Emporium shop, or is it the back of what used to be the Yours shop? Either way, quite impressive, the amount of space they've created there. You can see clearly now the floor and everything else, and you can still see that they've left the murals up there as well on the window that they did on Steele's window after that shut down. Yeah, very impressive indeed what they've done here. I'm shocked, I wasn't expecting it to be that tidy. So that's it for this Wigan Watch. Thanks for watching. Again, really feel for all the people who've lost their jobs. Cineworld also is going through a bit of a crisis, and the Odeon Cinema are advertising on Radio X, and I assume other global stations and maybe other independent stations as well. Not any movies, just the fact they exist. So the cinema is in crisis at the minute. So why the hell are we proceeding with the cinema in the centre of Wigan when one with a free car park can't survive? As a chain, that is. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan
Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
There's an event being held at Wigan Pier. Something to do with Wigan Pier, actually. And that's what the workmen were doing, getting this ready, I suppose, to make this a thing. Hopefully, beginning of a new beginning.